Now, let's just sit down and have a drink and have a small discussion for a second, all right? Let's go ahead and do that. By the way, Jameson is the shit. Let me say this. When you're watching true crime videos, when you're watching people handle these cases, there's nothing wrong with theorizing. There's nothing wrong with reporting something that you think could be or speculating who the person is. But there is some problems when you just make some shit up. Guys, there's actually a report today that a neighbor heard blood-curdling screams. And there's a YouTuber right now who immediately after that story claims to have the screams. Now, make no mistake about it. I've seen this YouTuber since the Brian Laundrie case, and I saw him back then making shit up about how people's hands were reaching out of the flower beds and shit. I get it. Some of you guys like the spirit boxes and the spirit realm, and you believe that the psychics are talking to Gabby Potato. I get it. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to separate the real from the fake. I'm JB This is JB TV. Let's just get into it. Crime time, baby. I'm gonna enjoy my Friday, sit here and have a drink or two, and let me tell you a little story, right? Hopefully you guys are all having a great Friday. I want to say thank you to everybody that supports this channel, regardless of the method you choose, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo. Truth is, guys, I couldn't do this each and every day on any of my channels as often as I do if it wasn't for you. So thank you to the Gun Squad. Shout out to you guys. If you too find value in my content and you want to support the channel, feel free to hit the links down below. And make sure you subscribe to everything and follow me on Twitter, my Odyssey, my Rumble, because you never know when YouTube is going to take me down, especially when I have to call out people for being, well, fucked up. Idaho Murders. Nearly 4 weeks after the slayings, neighbor reportedly recalls hearing screams. Now, right off the jump, that means he's a fucking liar. Can we just accept this real quick? 4 weeks later, the biggest case in the country, and the neighbor's like, I kind of hear so. I recall hearing some screams. He's a fucking liar. Let's just call it out, and I'm going to prove to you he's a liar because I got his Facebook post from that time. Idaho Murders, nearly 4 weeks after. Sunday will mark 1 month. Dude believes he's heard screams. A man who lives near the home where 4 University of Idaho students were killed last month has come forward about hearing a scream early on the morning of the attacks in the area of the crime scene, according to a local report. Ian Harsh, that's the guy's name, a local chef, told the Idaho Statement he got home around 1:30 a.m. on November 13th after working late. The home at 1122 King Road in Moscow, Idaho, was usually bustling even after that time. Big parties, we all know that. He said there was a lot of activity. Check this out. Hours later, as he began to fall asleep around 4 a.m., he said that he heard what sounded like a scream coming from the area of that house. However, Harsh reportedly did not think much of the scream and instead associated it with the party sound, rather than one of more negative value. Now, I'm going to show you guys some shit. Hold on. He goes on to say, I didn't think anything of it. After what happened, I definitely had second thoughts. Maybe it was not a party sound. Well, no shit. He reportedly said he did not initially tell the police about the sound, adding, I'm not sure what good it does for him now. Hold on, I got his Facebook post. You guys want to see this? And then we're going to talk about the YouTuber that claims to have the fucking audio. According to the report, Harsh previously notified police about an unfamiliar black SUV, so now there's a black SUV, that was parked near the front of the King Road home. Sunday will mark 1 month since the homicide. We all know about all this. We all know about what happened here, but let's get to the bottom here. Officials said that they believe it happened between 3 and 4. So anyway, the guy's name is Ian Harsh. I want you to remember that name because right here is his Facebook post or whatever the fuck this is, right? He goes on to say, November 15th at 2:16 p.m., 4 killed and stabbing across the street. No screams, no evidence, no trace. So like professional killers, but why on 3 sorority girls? Shit doesn't make sense. This is what he said. This is what he said. Look at what I'm focusing in on here. No screams, no evidence, no trace. Enan Harsh's own Facebook on November 15th said no screams, no evidence, no trace. Now he wants to be popular, so he's going to come out and talk to Fox News. Let's just call it what it is. Let's be honest here. And everybody's jumping on this. The New York Post, everybody's on here talking about the screams. And then, let's just make something clear. This was done November 9th at 1:08 p.m. Understand, that's only an hour ago. Let's go to this goober. It was only an hour ago. Now, let's check something out because he's live right now. And what I want to do is show you this, okay? I want you to understand he already had the thumbnail made. Let's see how long he's been streaming for. Let's see. He's been streaming for 62 minutes. This story just broke about an hour and a half ago. This guy has been streaming for 62 minutes. Now, I just showed you the Facebook post. Now, listen, this guy, and I know a lot of you guys like Joseph Morris, but let's call it what it is. Anybody that watched him during the Brian Laundrie case knows exactly who Joseph Morris is. Everybody knows this. You can ask anybody. You can ask Gray Hughes Investigates, which I don't like that motherfucker either. You can ask anybody that gets into this shit. They'll tell you, this guy right here, he just makes up shit. Don't believe me? Let me show you. Let me show you myself. Because less than an hour, he started an hour prior, literally an hour ago. Let's get right here because he plays the audio. This is audio that he claims he got.
And knowing what I know now, this ended up being huge evidence.
Here we go.
So let's listen to this scream. Thank you so much for being here.
Right.
Please make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a live. And yeah, TW, this is kind of an intense sound. So I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to loop it over and over.
Of course it is. There you go. So there's the audio that this man was able to somehow capture. Now remember, this dude never for 4 weeks, keep this in mind. Forget this Joseph Morris dude. This dude right here, for 4 weeks, kept a hold of this, and his original statement was no screams, but now he's got, somehow there's audio of it, and somehow this YouTuber's got it that within the same hour that the story breaks, let's be honest, come on, man. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, don't hate on another YouTuber, the shit like that, but I'm trying to help you. These people, it's one thing to get something wrong. For God's sakes, I get shit wrong all the time. But when you intentionally hustle your audience, when you intentionally, in a story like this, lie to your people, make no mistake about it, I just showed you. The story dropped an hour ago. Well, this on Fox was 10:31 a.m., excuse me. The one on New York Post was 1:08. So it's 2:42. I live East Coast right now. That means at the very most, this thing has been out for 4 hours. And you're telling me all of a sudden this guy has the audio and he's already been live for an hour. So immediately this guy got the audio, but no cops heard it, no none. Come on, man. There is no evidence whatsoever. And if you look at the Facebook post, even the dude that's claiming this shit now said on November 15th there was no screams. Now all of a sudden he remembers the screams and there's audio on YouTube, man. Come on. Let me know your opinions in the comment section. You guys know my take on this. I believe Jack S did it. You guys know that. I look at all, here's the thing, on this channel, I look at all theories though. I look at all things involved with the case. But when there's people out here reporting that not only that this dude is telling the truth, but they got the audio, you got to ask yourself, if these people are doing spirit boxes and saying, look at me, I'm talking to Kaylee, come on, man. Are we all adults here or not? Are we all, I keep getting people in my comment section telling me to go listen to a psychic. Bro, can we just analyze this shit as human beings? And to you people out there that's like, you're going to hurt the case. Stop doing it. Bro, I literally had someone comment just a second ago. I swear to God. Her name is Brandy Gray. Brandy Gray commented to me and said, y'all sure are creating a lot of reasonable doubt for the defense. Well, bro, if the case is legit and he really did it, whoever we're talking about, then reasonable doubt won't matter. I don't want nobody to go to prison that isn't completely guilty. I don't want Richard Allen to go to prison unless they have legit evidence that Richard Allen did it. Same thing here. I think Jack S. did it, but I don't want him to go to prison unless there's legit evidence that Jack S. did it. Sorry. I don't want Leilani Simon to go to prison for murder because there's no evidence that she did it. There is evidence that she hit her, that she did something with the body. That's what you can convict her of. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. None of you guys, I don't think, have ever been to prison. Let me explain this to you. It's not a fun fucking place. And at the end of the day, if you're going to send someone there, you better make goddamn sure that they did it. And so, yeah, me creating reasonable doubt for a defense team doesn't bother me at all. Because if the case is good enough, you'll get the right perp. That's the truth. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Sorry to give you guys another video today. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. If you guys like what I do here and you want to support the channel, if it's valuable to you, feel free to hit the links down below. Most importantly, leave me your comments, subscribe, do all that good shit. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to sit here and enjoy me a drink. I hope y'all do too. Love y'all. I'm out.